Hello, how are you? I want to ask you a question, and I hope you'll be truly honest with yourself. Have you ever looked in the mirror and felt that time is passing just a little faster than you'd like? Have you felt that stiffness when you get out of bed in the morning, or a weariness that just won't go away, even after a full night's sleep? It's a quiet, creeping feeling, isn't it? A subtle shift that makes you pause and wonder where the boundless energy of yesterday went. This isn't about vanity. It's about the deep human desire to feel like ourselves, to inhabit our bodies with comfort and confidence as we navigate the chapters of our lives. Perhaps you've misplaced your keys again this week, or felt a little pang in your chest wondering if you'll have the stamina to keep up with the grandkids on their next visit. Maybe you've found yourself hesitating before saying yes to a walk with a friend, calculating the effort it might take. I understand. I see this every single day in my practice. I see it in the eyes of incredible people full of stories and wisdom, who are beginning to feel that their body is no longer the trusted ally it once was. They feel a disconnect, a sense that the vessel carrying them through life is starting to send signals they can't quite decipher, and it can feel incredibly isolating. But what if I told you that your kitchen, and more specifically your fruit bowl, holds some of the most powerful secrets to reclaiming your vitality? I'm not talking about expensive prescriptions, complicated procedures, or miracle cures that promise the impossible. I'm talking about something simple, something delicious, and something that nature offers us as a beautiful gift. It's a truth that has been with us for centuries, often overlooked in our search for a quick fix. The power to fundamentally change how you feel, how you move, and how you think might be resting on your countertop right now, waiting for you to notice. Today, I want to share with you a different kind of prescription. It's not a list of rules or restrictions. Instead, it's an invitation to rediscover joy and power in your daily choices. We are going to explore 7 specific fruits that are true allies for anyone who, like us, wants to not only live longer, but more importantly, live better. Think of this not as a diet, but as a roadmap back to yourself, a way to nourish the very essence of your being from the inside out. This is about adding color, flavor, and life back onto your plate, and by extension into your days, making every meal an act of profound self-care. Let's begin with blueberries. You can also think of their cousins, like strawberries or blackberries. Picture them as tiny, devoted guardians of your memory. Every time you enjoy a handful, you are sending a potent force of antioxidants directly to your brain. These compounds work to protect your precious memories and help keep your mind sharp and clear. This isn't just about fighting off forgetfulness. It's the fuel you need to recall that cherished childhood story your grandchildren love to hear, to remember the name of a song that makes you smile, or to solve the daily crossword puzzle with confidence. Next, let's talk about the avocado. For so long it was misunderstood, labeled as a villain because of its fat content. But today, we know it's a true hero. The fats in an avocado are the good kind, the kind your heart absolutely loves. Think of eating an avocado as giving a warm, protective hug to your arteries, helping to keep everything flowing smoothly and reducing the risk of heart disease. It's also incredible nourishment for your brain, providing the essential nutrients it needs to stay lucid, focused, and creative. It's the key to feeling grounded and clear-headed as you navigate your day. And what about papaya? Have you noticed that your digestion isn't quite what it used to be? This beautiful tropical fruit is like a gentle, soothing caress for your stomach and your entire digestive system. Papaya contains special enzymes, like papain, that naturally help break down the foods you eat, easing, bloating, and promoting a wonderful feeling of lightness and comfort. It's nature's way of giving you permission to enjoy your meals without the worry of discomfort afterward. This simple addition can restore the simple pleasure of eating, making you feel more comfortable in your own body. The 4th fruit is a familiar friend, the banana. It's simple, affordable, and incredibly powerful. Bananas are rich in potassium, a mineral that is absolutely crucial for the health of your muscles and for maintaining healthy blood pressure. Think of potassium as the spark that helps your muscles contract properly and your heart beat steadily. A banana a day can provide that extra burst of energy you need for a walk in the park, the strength to tend to your garden, or even the freedom to dance to your favorite song right in your living room. It's a reliable source of fuel for the activities that bring you joy. Now, let's talk about the orange. See it as your personal, vibrant shield of protection. As we get older, our immune system can sometimes become a bit more fragile, leaving us more vulnerable to common illnesses. The abundant vitamin C found in an orange is like a dedicated army that strengthens your body's natural defenses, helping you navigate cold and flu season with greater ease and resilience. It's more than just a fruit. It's your daily dose of sunshine, a bright burst of wellness that works to keep you strong and healthy, even on the cloudiest of days. Our sixth ally is the apple. You've probably heard the old saying, "An apple a day keeps the doctor away." And I'm here to tell you there is profound truth in those words. The fiber in an apple, particularly a type called pectin, acts as a prebiotic. This means it feeds the good bacteria in your gut, which we now understand is like a second brain, influencing everything from your mood to your immunity. This fiber also plays a vital role in helping to manage cholesterol levels, supporting your heart health in a simple, effective way. It is simplicity that works, a trusted friend for all hours. And finally, let's not forget our seventh ally, the kiwi. This small, fuzzy fruit is a true giant when it comes to nutrition. Did you know that a single kiwi can contain more vitamin C than an orange? It's also packed with fiber, making it a fantastic friend to your digestive system. Think of it as a tiny, concentrated dose of wellness. It's a perfect example of how some of the most powerful gifts of nature come in the most humble packages. This little fruit is proof that you don't need grand gestures to make a profound impact on your health. What happens, though, when our digestive system, the very core of our body's processing plant, starts to slow down? For many of us, this becomes a quiet, daily struggle. We experience bloating, discomfort, and an irregularity that we start to accept as a normal part of getting older. It's like a constant, low-level traffic jam inside your body, preventing nutrients from getting where they need to go and leaving you feeling heavy and sluggish. This isn't just a minor inconvenience. It can drain your energy and cast a shadow over the simple pleasure of a meal. This internal struggle is far more common than most people realize. In fact, studies show that nearly 40% of older adults experience at least one persistent, age-related digestive issue every single day. Imagine a grandfather who loves his family's Sunday dinners, but now hesitates before taking a second helping, fearing the hours of discomfort that might follow. This isn't just a physical problem. It's something that can steal the joy from our social connections and create a sense of anxiety around one of life's most fundamental pleasures, sharing a meal with the people you love. This imbalance in your gut is often the first domino to fall in a chain reaction that affects your entire well-being. There's a profound and scientifically proven connection between your digestive system and your brain, often called the gut-brain axis. When your gut is distressed, it sends signals to your brain that can manifest as mental fog, difficulty concentrating, and even shifts in your mood. That feeling of being off or mentally sluggish might not be in your head at all. It could be a direct message from your body's core, telling you that something inside needs attention. This is precisely why that simple apple we talked about is so much more than just a snack. The special prebiotic fiber it contains acts like the most nourishing fertilizer for the good bacteria living in your gut. Picture this internal ecosystem as a beautiful, vibrant garden. When you feed it with the right nutrients, that garden flourishes, producing essential vitamins and compounds that support everything from your immune system to your mental clarity. You are, quite literally, cultivating a garden of health inside of you with every single bite of wholesome food you choose. But what happens when we neglect this internal garden? Unwanted weeds can begin to take over, and in the body, one of the most problematic weeds is chronic inflammation. Think of it as a small, silent fire that is constantly smoldering inside your tissues. This is your body's response to stress, certain foods, and environmental factors. It's a quiet thief that, over time, can contribute to achy joints, fatigue, and a host of more serious health conditions. It's the unseen force that can make you feel older than your years. This smoldering fire of inflammation is very often the true culprit behind the joint pain and stiffness that so many people experience. Imagine a perfectly good door hinge that has started to rust. It becomes stiff, creaky, and difficult to move. That is what chronic inflammation does to the delicate tissues in your joints. This is what can make you hesitate before getting on the floor to play with a pet, or what turns a simple walk into a calculated effort. It slowly and subtly limits your world, making your body feel less like a home and more like a cage. Now let's bring back the avocado. The healthy monounsaturated fats it contains are powerful anti-inflammatory agents. Think of them as a gentle, lubricating oil for those rusty hinges. Eating an avocado is like sending a specialized team into your body to calm those internal fires, not just in your joints, but throughout your entire system. This is an act of profound self-care, a way to soothe your body from the inside out, promoting greater flexibility and helping to ease that persistent daily discomfort that holds you back from living fully. This soothing, protective effect doesn't just stop with your joints. It extends to the most vital and hardest working muscle in your body, your heart. Think of your heart as the tireless engine of your life, beating over 100,000 times each day. As we age, the fuel lines, which are our arteries, can become stiff and clogged, largely due to inflammation and the buildup of unhealthy plaques. This forces your engine to work much harder, leading to high blood pressure and a deep sense of fatigue. It's a silent strain that puts your entire system under immense pressure. The numbers surrounding heart health can be alarming. Heart disease continues to be a leading cause of death worldwide, yet so much of its risk is tied directly to our lifestyle and diet. This is not meant to scare you, but to empower you. It means that the power to protect this precious engine is, quite literally, in your hands, on your plate. Simple, consistent choices can make a world of difference, reducing the strain on your heart and ensuring it can continue to beat strongly for all the years and adventures that lie ahead. This is where our humble friend, the banana, comes into play. Think of your circulatory system as a complex network of highways. A diet high in sodium, which is common in many processed foods, is like creating a massive, system-wide traffic jam, causing pressure to build up everywhere. The potassium found in bananas acts like an expert traffic controller. It helps your body balance its fluid levels and relax the walls of your blood vessels, allowing everything to flow smoothly and gently easing that pressure on your heart. This brings us to the pervasive feeling of weariness that so many people tell me about. It's not just feeling tired at the end of the day. It's a deep, cellular fatigue that a full night's sleep just can't seem to fix. This often happens because our cells are not receiving the clean, efficient fuel they need to function optimally. Processed foods and refined sugars are like a dirty, low-grade fuel that creates a lot of smoke and leaves behind a residue, making your body's engines run sluggishly. This lack of clean, cellular energy doesn't just make your body feel tired, it directly impacts your mind. Have you ever experienced moments of brain fog, where it feels like you're trying to think through a thick haze? Or have you found yourself misplacing your keys for the third time in a week? These frustrating moments can be unsettling, making you worry about your mental sharpness. This is often a direct sign that your brain is undernourished and burdened by something called oxidative stress. Think of oxidative stress as a very slow, internal rusting process. It's a natural byproduct of living, breathing, and turning food into energy, but it can be accelerated by a poor diet, stress, and environmental toxins. This rust can damage the delicate wiring in your brain, slowing down the communication between brain cells. This is what can lead to those frustrating memory lapses and that feeling of mental fog. It's a physical process that directly impacts your ability to think, remember, and feel like yourself. This is where blueberries and their colorful cousins become your brain's most valuable asset. The powerful antioxidants that give them their rich, deep color are like a specialized rust-proofing team for your mind. These compounds travel to your brain, where they actively work to neutralize and clean up the damage caused by oxidative stress. They help protect your precious neural connections, allowing your mental signals to fire quickly and clearly. Eating them is a delicious way to literally clear the fog from your mind. Let me tell you about a patient of mine, a retired librarian named Eleanor. She came to me, distressed because she was starting to forget the names of the authors she had cherished her whole life. It felt like she was losing a piece of herself. We didn't start with a complicated plan. We started by adding a small bowl of mixed berries to her breakfast every single morning. Over several months, she noticed a change. The names started coming back more easily. It was a gradual but profound shift that restored not just her memory, but her confidence and her connection to her lifelong passion. This connection between food and brain function goes even deeper than just memory. The same nutrients that protect your brain from oxidative stress also play a crucial role in supporting your mood. A well-nourished brain is better equipped to produce the neurotransmitters, like serotonin and dopamine, that help regulate feelings of happiness, motivation, and emotional balance. This is why making these simple dietary changes is one of the most powerful and direct ways you can invest in your own mental and emotional well-being every single day. Now, let's talk about your body's defense system. As we navigate through the years, our immune system, which has worked so hard for us, can become a bit less efficient. Think of it as a wise, experienced army that has seen many battles, but is now a little slower to respond to new threats. This is why a common cold might knock you down for a week instead of just a few days, or why you might feel more susceptible to every bug that goes around during the winter months. This is why the brilliant orange and its abundant vitamin C is such a crucial ally. Vitamin C is like providing your immune army with brand new, state-of-the-art communication equipment. It helps your frontline soldier cells, the white blood cells, to organize more quickly, mobilize to the site of an infection, and function more effectively to neutralize invaders. It's not about building an impenetrable wall, but about ensuring your body has the resources it needs to fight back intelligently and recover with strength and resilience. The beautiful papaya offers a wonderfully holistic form of support. We already know it contains enzymes that soothe your digestion, but your gut is actually where a huge portion of your immune system resides. By creating a healthy gut environment, you are fundamentally supporting your body's defenses. On top of that, papaya is also loaded with vitamins A and C and powerful antioxidants. It's a perfect illustration of nature's wisdom, where a single, simple food can offer multiple, interconnected layers of protection for your body. I often hear a deeply felt question in my office. "Doctor, is it too late for me to make a real difference?" People worry that decades of certain habits have sealed their fate. But I want you to hear this loud and clear. Your body possesses an incredible and innate capacity for healing and renewal. Every single nourishing choice you make, starting with your very next meal, sends a powerful signal of repair throughout your entire system. It is never ever too late to begin the process of giving your body what it needs to thrive. The stiffness you feel in your knees, the occasional fog in your mind, the fatigue that settles deep in your bones, and the quiet worries you have about your heart. Please understand that these are not a collection of separate, unrelated problems. They are often deeply interconnected symptoms of a body that is calling out for help. They are the downstream effects of chronic inflammation and a system that is starved for the right kind of nourishment. It can feel like you're fighting battles on too many fronts. But here is the most hopeful and beautiful truth of all. Because these problems are so interconnected, the solution can be just as elegantly connected. You don't need a different pill for every ache and a separate strategy for every concern. By focusing on nourishing your body at the cellular level with these powerful, vibrant fruits, you begin to address the root causes. You are not just patching holes. You are rebuilding the very foundation of your health from the ground up with every delicious bite. Let's think about your skin for a moment. It's your body's largest organ, and it's often where we see the most visible signs of the passage of time. But things like wrinkles and loss of elasticity are not just about birthdays. They are an outer reflection of an inner process. That same oxidative stress that fogs the mind also breaks down collagen, the protein that gives your skin its youthful firmness. The antioxidants in fruits like berries and kiwis act as an internal defense system, protecting that precious collagen from damage. Many people express a valid concern about the sugar content in fruit, especially if they are watching their blood sugar levels. But here is the magic of whole foods. The natural sugar in an apple or a banana comes perfectly packaged with fiber, water, and a host of micronutrients. This fiber dramatically slows down the absorption of the sugar into your bloodstream, preventing the sharp spikes and subsequent crashes that you get from a candy bar or a sugary drink. It provides a steady, gentle stream of energy, which is exactly what your body is designed to handle. I remember a patient named Robert, a 65-year-old retired mechanic, who felt his world was shrinking. He had achy joints that kept him from his beloved workshop, and his energy was so low that even a trip to the grocery store felt like a marathon. We didn't put him on a strict diet. We simply challenged him to add 2 or 3 different colorful fruits to his plate every day. Slowly but surely, he started to notice a change. The ache in his hands subsided. He had enough energy to spend an hour tinkering with an old engine. He was getting his life back. There is often a perception that eating well is a luxury, something that is financially out of reach. But I encourage you to reconsider that idea. Let's look at the humble banana, the everyday apple, or a bag of seasonal oranges. These are consistently some of the most affordable and accessible items in any market. When you compare the cost of these life-giving foods to the escalating costs of prescription medications, frequent doctor visits, and the immeasurable price of feeling unwell, you realize this is not an expense. It is the single best investment in your future health and happiness. We also tend to forget that we can eat our water. So many of us struggle to stay properly hydrated, which affects everything from our energy levels to our joint health. Fruits like oranges, papayas, and berries have an incredibly high water content. Including them in your daily routine is an easy and delicious way to contribute to your body's hydration needs. This helps keep your skin supple, your mind clear, and your entire system functioning more smoothly. It's another example of how nature brilliantly packages multiple benefits into one simple offering. Let's be honest for a moment about the risk of doing nothing. What happens if we continue down the path of convenience over nourishment? The small, nagging aches can progress into chronic, limiting pain. The minor, occasional memory lapses can become more frequent and concerning. The persistent fatigue can deepen until we start automatically saying no to invitations and opportunities for joy. It is a slow, gradual erosion of the vibrancy of life, a dimming of our own light that can happen so subtly we barely notice it's gone. This is why I want to reframe the entire idea of anti-aging. That term suggests we are fighting a war against time, a battle that is impossible to win. I prefer to think of what we are doing as skillful aging. It is about using the wisdom and experience we have gained over a lifetime to make conscious choices that allow us to navigate the years with strength, grace, and an abundance of vitality. It's not about trying to look 30 again. It's about feeling fully, vibrantly alive at 60, 70, 80, and beyond. This entire journey of transformation can begin with a single simple choice. It can feel overwhelming to think about changing all your habits at once, so I'm asking you not to. Instead, just think about your very next meal or snack. Could you add a handful of blueberries to your morning yogurt? Could you choose an orange instead of a cookie for your afternoon pick-me-up? Each one of these small decisions is a powerful vote for the healthier, more vibrant person you are becoming. Let's bring it back to what truly matters. Think again about the people you love. Imagine having the sustained energy to not just watch your grandchildren play, but to get down on the floor and build a castle with them. Picture yourself at a family gathering, confidently sharing a detailed story from your past, your mind clear and your words flowing easily. Imagine feeling so good in your own body that you say yes to a spontaneous trip or a new hobby without a moment's hesitation. This is the real prize. We have now explored the deep and meaningful why behind these choices. You understand the problems our bodies face as we age, and you see the beautiful, simple, and powerful solutions that nature has already provided for us. You grasp the science, and more importantly, you feel the emotional truth of what's at stake. The question that naturally follows is, how? How do I take this knowledge and turn it into a real, lasting part of my everyday life? That is precisely where we are going next. So how do we transform this beautiful knowledge into a living, breathing part of your daily life? You can begin this journey of renewal today, right now, with a single, simple step. It doesn't require a complete overhaul of your kitchen or a dramatic change in your routine. Forget the idea of a restrictive diet. Instead, think of this as a gentle process of adding, not subtracting. You can start by simply placing a beautiful bowl filled with these colorful fruits on your kitchen counter where you will see it every single day. This small visual cue is a powerful reminder of the promise you are making to yourself, a vibrant invitation to choose well. Let's make this incredibly practical. Look at your very next breakfast. Could you add a handful of those memory-guarding blueberries to your oatmeal or yogurt? Could you slice a potassium-rich banana onto your whole wheat toast? This isn't about discipline. It's about opportunity. Breakfast is your first chance of the day to send a powerful message of nourishment to every cell in your body. It sets the tone for your energy, your mood, and your mental clarity for all the hours that follow. Starting your day with this intentional act of self-care is one of the most effective ways to build lasting momentum. Now, consider that moment in the afternoon when your energy starts to dip. This is often when we reach for something that gives us a quick, temporary lift, but ultimately leaves us feeling more depleted. I want you to reimagine your snack time. See it as a strategic refueling stop, a moment to consciously invest in your well-being. Instead of a sugary cookie, could you peel a vibrant, immunity-boosting orange? Instead of salty chips, could you enjoy the crisp, satisfying crunch of an apple? This small switch provides your body with clean, sustained energy, helping you navigate the rest of your day with focus and vitality. One of the biggest obstacles to healthy eating is simply convenience. So let's make the healthy choice the easy choice. You can prepare for success. When you get home from the market, take 10 extra minutes to wash your berries and store them in a clear container at the front of your refrigerator. Slice up half a papaya and have it ready for a quick, digestive, soothing treat. By doing this, you are being kind to your future self. You are removing the friction that so often stands between your good intentions and your actual actions, making nourishment an effortless and natural part of your flow. I also want you to embrace the joy of variety. Don't feel like you have to eat the same thing every day. Think of it as painting a masterpiece on your plate, and your palette is the rainbow of fruits available to you. Each different color represents a unique set of protective nutrients and antioxidants. One day, enjoy the deep purple of blackberries. The next, the sunny yellow of a banana, and the day after, the brilliant green of a kiwi. This approach not only ensures you are getting a broad spectrum of benefits, but also keeps your meals interesting and delightful, turning healthy eating into a creative and joyful exploration. This journey doesn't have to be a solitary one. In fact, it can be a beautiful way to connect with the people you love. When you are invited to a family dinner, offer to bring a vibrant fruit salad for dessert. Share a slice of avocado toast with a friend for lunch. When your grandchildren visit, make a fun activity out of creating colorful fruit skewers together. By doing this, you are not only nourishing your own body, but you are also setting a powerful, positive example for those around you. You are demonstrating that taking care of your health can be a delicious and shareable act of love. Please, I ask you to release the idea of perfection. This is not about being perfect. It is about being consistent. There will be days when you enjoy a piece of birthday cake, and that is perfectly okay. Life is meant to be celebrated. The key is what you do most of the time. Every apple, every handful of berries, every slice of papaya is a deposit into your health account. It is the sum of these small, consistent choices made day after day that builds the profound and lasting wealth of vitality. Don't let one less than ideal meal derail your entire journey. Let's bring this back to the heart of it all. Why are we having this conversation? It's for the moments that truly matter. It is for the energy to chase a kite with your grandchild on a windy afternoon. It is for the mental clarity to teach them a card game you loved as a child. It is for the strength and flexibility to kneel in your garden and feel the earth in your hands. It is for the confidence to say yes to life, to new adventures, and to all the joy that is still waiting for you. This is not about adding years to your life, but about adding life to your years. Choosing to nourish your body in this way is one of the deepest and most profound acts of self-respect you can perform. It is a daily declaration that you are worthy of feeling good. It is an acknowledgement that the incredible body that has carried you through a lifetime of experiences deserves to be honored, cared for, and cherished. You are not fighting against your body. You are finally choosing to become its most loyal and loving partner. This partnership is the foundation upon which a vibrant, energetic, and joyful future is built, one delicious and thoughtful choice at a time. So I invite you to begin. Start simply. Start today. Don't ignore the signals your body is sending you. They are not complaints, but invitations to a better way of feeling. Listen to them with compassion. Your future health, your clarity of mind, and your capacity for joy are not determined by fate. They are being shaped, right now, by the small, powerful choices you make. This is your life to live and your body to cherish. Please, with all my heart, take care of yourself.